weather watching today. Hello everyone. So today we are going to be weather watching. Y'all guys need to certainly stay weather aware out there. Cause here in just the Fort Worth area alone, we have a significant hatch risk for tornadoes today. There's already 2 areas of radar indicated rotation just to the northwest of Denton, and then there's another area of rotation just to the southwest of, it looks like, Ray Roberts Lake. And then it also looks like, hold on, let me take off the oh, I need to flip the camera over. But yes, we have 3 different areas of rotation going on, radar indicated rotation. One to the northwest side of Denton, and then one that is just to the southwest of Ray Roberts Lake. Okay, so the third rotation spot has been deactivated, so that means simply there is not as much rotation in that particular storm. Hello you guys. But this is certainly very concerning because right here in this general area where my mouse is circling right now is where we have that significant hatch risk for medium to large size tornadoes and potentially long track tornadoes. Yeah, sorry about that. You guys might hear my son in the background, which is a-okay. So my goal today is to make sure that everyone is weather aware. It wouldn't surprise me if this storm right here goes severe within the next 30 minutes or so, as it pushes closer to areas like Weatherford, west side of Fort Worth, and like the Benbrook Edgecliff area, which I live in the Edgecliff area, so I am on definitely high alert today. For those of you just tuning in, we are in the enhanced risk for tornadoes today. So y'all guys need to stay weather aware. I'm likely going to be live for quite some time. Okay, so they just now, it looks like there is now again 3 areas of rotation. One that's on the northwest side of Denton, to the south of Ray Roberts Lake, and then also we have that 3rd area of rotation right here, just to the east of Tioga, Texas. This is definitely concerning, as any of these storms up there and even right in here could potentially produce tornadoes. One thing to take in note, the way you can tell if it's a potentially tornadic storm is if there's a hook echo, what's called a hook echo on any of these storms. So let's say we have a hook echo right in here, which that's not a hook, but let's just say that it was a hook. Potentially there'd be like a tornado like right in here if there was a hook right here. So luckily we don't have a hook there just yet, so we're not really concerned about those storms, but however, we are certainly very concerned. Let me take off the severe warnings labels off here. We are certainly concerned about these storms. See those little red circle-shaped areas right here? Those are areas of very, very strong rotation and very strong winds. So basically it's like a tornado. Unsturdy at the moment. Sorry about that. For those of you just tuning in, this is weather watching stream. My allergies are killing me. I may have to take a Benadryl here in a little bit if they continue. Right now we only have these areas of concerns where the little red polygons are right here. And let me put these weather warnings back on here. As of now, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for the areas of Sherman, Howe, Van Alstyne, Selena, Anna, Melissa, McKinney, Prosper, Frisco, and Fairview, Texas. So anyone in those areas, if y'all guys are tuning into this live stream right now, y'all guys are in a severe thunderstorm warning right now. And anyone that lives in the North Texas area, and that includes the area of Fort Worth, Texas, and we're talking Fort Worth, Texas specifically today. Y'all guys definitely need to be weather aware and have y'all's tornado safety places prepped. I'm not saying get into the shelter because there's not any storms here in the Fort Worth area just yet, but somewhere between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. today is when we certainly are going to see some potential tornadic weather here in the immediate Fort Worth area. Right now I'm gonna, okay, so as of now, there doesn't look to be any severe weather in the Mineral Wells area nor Weatherford just yet. But Weatherford and Mineral Wells can expect um, the severe weather to begin anywhere between 10 and 3 p.m. today. Or shall I say 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. today, rather. This right here, where my mouse is Mineral Wells, and then we have Weatherford right here. As these storms all track, let me show y'all guys the big picture right now. This is the whole technically the whole state of Texas. So we have a big cluster / line of storms all the way from Kansas all the way down to the middle of Texas. This line will later form into a big line from Kansas all the way into Mexico. So I'm just letting y'all guys know that. Sorry, after so long of talking, I tend to, I'm like, where's my mouse right now? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did my mouse go? But as of now, the main concern, primarily as of now, is this storm just to the north of Dallas. Where areas like Hal, Sherman, Salina, pardon me, McAllister, Allen, Weston, Melissa, New Hope. All of those areas right now are under a severe thunderstorm warning as of now. And you guys, I am going to be live for quite some time today, so I'll be talking a lot. Looks like we have some initiation trying to develop out in front of this cold front. As y'all guys can see, we have some stuff like tails, what I like to call tails, developing out in front of the cold front. Those you have to kind of watch out for because they can very rapidly turn severe. So we'll just we really need to keep a close eye on the development that's going on right here, as these can very rapidly turn severe at any point in time. And same with these right here. These right here can also turn severe really quickly. So let me kind of boost up. So I'm gonna show y'all where I live. So I live right here, Edgecliff Village. This is the weather radar, by the way. I'm just like showing y'all technically where I live. As you can see, I live on La Sierra Road. For y'all guys that don't know that, sorry about that. I had a tick. But yeah. Okay, so they just extended this severe thunderstorm warning here in Sherman, the Sherman Bonham area. So if y'all guys are in Bonham, Whitewright, Randolph, Trenton, Bailey, Leonard, Texas, Boyce Dark, Texas. Wait, yeah, that's Texas still. Okay, I was just making sure I was speaking correctly. Ector, Dodge City, Windham, Honey Grove, Coffee Mill Lake, and then Greenville, Farmersville, Princeton, and Wolf City in Celeste, Texas. Y'all guys need to be weather aware. Y'all guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning. And it also wouldn't surprise me if they issue, as it pushes closer to like the Commerce and Paris area, that they wind up reissuing the severe thunderstorm warning at this point in time. Okay, so we do have a lot of additional development going on, which is not good. See this storm just to the east, northeast side of Brownswood going up toward Comanche. That storm right there could easily form into a tornadic storm in the matter of minutes if it continues to intensify. So those of you that are in like Dublin, Texas, Stephenville, Texas, Comanche, Texas, Brownswood, Texas, Hamilton, Texas, Granbury, Texas, over time, y'all guys will need to have y'all's shelters prepped in case of tornado. The primary focus right now is the storm that's going on to the northeast side of Dallas right now. That is the primary storm that we're focusing on. Oh, good Lord. What kind of issue do we have now? That's insane. Yeah, we have this idiot, this moron in our neighborhood that likes to sound his fire truck siren because they live literally right across the street, and they drive their little, because they work at the city hall here in Edgecliff, and I mean, it's just flat annoying. I hate that siren. I hate it. It's annoying. It's extremely annoying, especially when it's right outside your window. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we do have some development starting to happen here in the Edgecliff Village region, as right there where my mouse is where I live, the neighborhood I live in. So I'm really keeping track of this right here too, because this right here can easily turn severe too. Easily. So that's definitely something to keep a close eye on there about. We have... Okay. So far, no severe weather warnings in the Possum Kingdom Lake, Mineral Wells, or nor Weatherford area, but it would not surprise me, and don't get freaked out by this, that they issue a severe thunderstorm warning for the areas of Mineral Wells, Possum Kingdom Lake, and Weatherford. Right here is where Weatherford is. Right there where my mouse is moving at. And then this right here is Mineral Wells. Right now, it does look like, hold on here, there is a possible hook echo trying to form on this storm right here. Actually, it looks like two different hook areas. So we have this hook that looks like it's trying to form. And then we have this one right here that's trying to form as well. Ooh. And we also have a hook trying to form on this right here. See how it's like this? Like that a little bit. That's a hook echo. So it definitely would not surprise me if that storm right there becomes severe warned within the next few minutes. And then we also have, this is what I was kind of worried about. As you can see, we do have a hook echo on this storm here. It's a very small hook, but it's very noticeable. It's this little area right here. This area right here, it wouldn't surprise me if this right here, becomes severe weather warned as well within the next few minutes. So y'all guys definitely stay weather aware if y'all guys live out in the Minerals, Weatherford area for certain. No questions asked. I wished I kind of had like a phone stand because I'm having to literally hold my phone and it's like so unsturdy. I'm gonna show y'all guys what it looks like outside of my house right now. As you guys can see, the wind is starting to pick up out there. I don't know if you can really see because my hand won't be very still. But the wind is starting to pick up out here. Right now, so excuse me. Back over to my weather watching station. This is what we're primarily worried about. As you can see, oh wow, that quickly just ramped up the pace here. We do have several different hook echoes starting to form on this storm right here in general. This storm right here could easily spawn into a tornadic storm easily. Okay, so Comanche, you do have a storm approaching you, and it does look like it could have potentially up to penny or to quarter-sized hail in the storm heading up toward Comanche and Proctor Lake is what I was looking at. So anyone in that area, make sure y'all guys are staying weather aware. Sorry, got allergies, you guys. my, my son is always the cutest thing because he's right back here sleeping right now. So, however long that's gonna last, I don't know, because it won't be too much awful longer and he'll need another feeding. Which I'll have to put my phone down for that. In case y'all guys have not noticed, when I do my live streams, I get out of focus sometimes. I have ADHD, so things are a little bit complicated for me to stay focused. So I so dearly apologize for that. For those of you that live in the Arlington area, it is the same exact thing that I've been telling the Fort Worth people who live in Fort Worth, Weatherford, Mineral Wells area. Stay weather aware and prep y'all shelters. Because this is going to be an all day and technically almost all night weather event. So, just making sure y'all guys are aware of that situation. As you can see, we do have a massive hail core in the Sanctuary, Texas, Reno, Texas, and Springtown area. It looks to me like quarter to $50 size hail is possible in that storm. So I am gonna educate you guys. So anytime y'all guys see pinky purple colors, like magenta-ish looking colors, excuse me, those indicate hail. But yeah, I would not be surprised, honestly, if this storm right here becomes severe weather warned within the next few minutes. I really would not be surprised at all. Ooh, this little storm's trying to form into like a little mini line right here, which is not typically a good sign, because those are what's called discrete storms. And those discrete storms are what you really gotta watch out for, because they can quickly turn severe and or tornadic in minutes. You just really got to keep a close eye on those storms. And then back off over here, we still have this severe thunderstorm warning issued for the Bonham area. It would not surprise me if Paris does wind up getting added into that. It really will not surprise me. Okay, so now this storm right here is actually forming into a line down here, which is also not a good sign. This is tracking off to the northeast. And it should be in the areas of like Dublin in the next, I'd say, about 30 to 40 minutes. For those of you that enjoy my content, please subscribe and like my videos. Man. Okay, so I got a YouTube notification from Evan Freiberger. He's a storm watcher, by the way. He's currently tracking the tornado threat coverage as well. Throughout the day, the tornado threat coverage is going to ramp up because the atmosphere right now is like so darn unstable. When you get unstable air masses, that's when you have concerns of possible tornadic weather. Excuse me, y'all. I'm belching right and left. Hold on, yeah, guys. I gotta get my coffee. Y'all, I'm definitely gonna be needing my coffee today, like for real, off and on. Wouldn't surprise me if I drink half to practically the whole coffee cup that I have in the kitchen at the moment. Because this is gonna be a very, very long YouTube stream. Those of you that don't know me, not only am I a musical person, but I also, I used to do storm chasing. This was prior to me becoming pregnant and stuff, and right now, since I have an infant on board, I have to take care of him now, so it's gonna be a while before I do any storm chasing again. So in the meantime, I just do storm watching, which is done at home. This right here, the radar that I'm using right now is the Texas Storm Chasers radar. Those of you that don't know that. But yeah, I used to, it was wild. Before I got pregnant, like a month before I got pregnant, I was chasing this storm just to the southwest of Joshua, Texas. And this was back in March of 2024. And I drove through one heck of a storm, filled with golf ball sized hail. And I even got a crack on my windshield still. I haven't even repaired it. Luckily, I snuck out lucky with just one little beady crack in the windshield from that storm. That was a wild storm to chase. I can say that. I have thought about possibly getting like a hail protector. Um, a hail protector to go over my car to keep it from getting pounded by hail and stuff. Like all the other storm chasers, or some storm chasers have. I'm not going to say all storm chasers, because not all storm chasers have that feature on their vehicles, but I certainly want to try and get one, or at least try to. And those of you that may know me, once my son is capable of going out in public and all that good stuff, we should do like a storm chasing collaboration or something sometime. I sincerely apologize for my unsturdy hand at the moment. Because my hand is extremely not very sturdy at all. Once again, it would not surprise me if any of these storms along this squall line right here becomes quickly severe. So anyone in the Weatherford area and western side, very, very western sides of Fort Worth, like White Settlement, Benbrook, and areas in between, like Willow Park, Hudson Oaks, and Anita, Texas, y'all guys need to be weather aware, because this big old squall line is heading straight at us. Oh, and the wind is definitely picking up out here. Hold on, let me show y'all. Or at least try to show y'all if my hand can. Well, that's a good way to certainly tell that the wind's blowing. My flag's blowing. It would not surprise me if the wind starts picking up a lot. And it is about to start getting really windy. Oh crap, it's pouring down rain outside. Hold on here, let me check this radar out. Holy guacamole, okay. We have a lot of development going on right now. This came out of nowhere. Like, here's Edgecliff Village, which is where I live, and this is coming up right on us. But for some reason, it's already showing, look, it's already pouring down rain. You can't really tell it on the screen, but it is pouring outside right now. Y'all guys might be able to hear it a little bit trickling off the house. Actually, you can kind of even see it. See it trickling off the house there. But yeah, I'm gonna be live for quite some time today. So, bear in with me, because this is gonna be a very long live stream. At least a good, like, 3, maybe even 4 hours long. Possibly. depending on the storm activity. The storm that's hitting us at the moment is not currently severe. But it could turn severe. And okay, Weatherford, y'all guys need to be weather aware because y'all guys have a hailstorm coming straight toward y'all. It wouldn't surprise me if there's at least quarter sized in this storm. Definitely no bigger than $50 though. But definitely some penny, anywhere between penny size to $50 size is possible in that storm that's heading straight toward Weatherford at this time. Alvarado is in the clear as of now, but y'all guys will have storms coming up on y'all within the next hour or so. I actually know people that work down in Alvarado. Anyone that I know that works or lives out in Alvarado, from time to time at least, tune in to my live stream because I'm going to be live for quite some time. For like 3 to 4 hours straight at least, and that's minimum. If y'all guys are wondering in what direction these storms are moving, they're going off to the northeast. These storms way down here, these right here, could easily hit the south side of Fort Worth easily, because they are heading in that general direction. Because, like I said, they're going due northeast. Oh man, that means Edgecliff Village is right in the direct path of that storm. Great. This is great. Man. Alvarado's right here. There's not much going on yet in the Alvarado area as of now. Arlington, stay weather aware. You got a big old line of storms heading straight toward you. Anyone in the general DFW Metroplex needs to be weather aware today. At all costs. And after this round, we're going to have another round come in, but that round, I likely probably won't go live for the second round of storms that comes in because that's going to be like really late at night. Somewhere in, I think the second line of storms is supposed to be here like between 6 and 10 p.m. or something like that tonight. And I think they said that was going to be the worst of the storms, is the ones that are going to be hitting tonight. But I still personally want to make sure everyone's weather aware for even this round, because even this round right here can produce tornadoes. We are starting to see a hook echo form. This little thing right here, I'm gonna do the shape for y'all. So see how it's like this? That's a hook echo, which is not good. This simply means this storm right here could become not only severe within the next few minutes, but it also could potentially have some rotation in it as well. Possibly. So I'm just leaving that out there for you guys. Certainly. Okay, so let's see what this is. Flood watch in effect for all of Tarrant County. Well, that's good news. Not really. Okay. And then there's warnings all north of us at the moment. Take off all that because we don't necessarily need that necessarily. But yes, all of Tarrant County, Palo Pinto County, Erath County, Hood County, Johnson County, and even Dallas County needs to be weather aware today. Sorry about that, you guys. My hand is like so unsturdy today. I've been live now for almost 50 minutes, so not quite an hour, but almost an hour. That hook echo just connected, but still stay weather aware. Please, 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 please. I can easily turn up the TV a little bit, maybe. I'm watching a lot Charlie Brown. It is thundering at the current moment. Or at least in my neighborhood. These storms just to the south of Dublin, Texas, these could easily spawn into a tornadic storm. So anyone in the path, so Granbury's in the path of this storm. Benbrook is also in the path, and Edgecliff Village is in the path of this storm right here. So anyone in those general areas needs to stay weather aware. For those of you that like my content, please like my videos and subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. At the moment, none of these storms are severe. Okay, I'm extremely surprised that they have not reissued another severe thunderstorm watch, but it would not surprise me still if this storm right here, going straight toward Paris, this is where Paris, Texas is, quickly becomes severe again. So those of you that live out in that area need to be weather aware. Same for Mount Pleasant area. If y'all guys are in Mount Pleasant, Pittsburgh, Kilgore, Longview, Gladewater, Texas, y'all guys need to be weather aware. And it also looks like we just have some initiations starting to pop up just to the northeast side of Mount Pleasant. So if those are able to quickly form into something, those could also turn severe. New Boston area needs to be weather aware, definitely. And this radar only updates every 5 to 10 minutes. So we do have a Hook Echo signature just to the southeast of Weatherford. I'm like, why haven't they issued the severe weather warnings yet? Because these are easily severe. Easily. Arlington, y'all guys need to be weather aware. You guys have a pretty good sized little cluster of storms. Need to sip my coffee. This is the overall big picture. Yeah. There we go. Waco, y'all guys make sure y'all guys are being weather aware. Stephenville area needs to be very weather aware at the moment. Hey, that's Stephenville. It looks like the worst of it's just gonna pass off to the east side of Stephenville, but still, Stephenville needs to be in their place. It looks like we do have some more initiation going on. Right here. Okay. I'm gonna be live for quite some time. I've been live for a little bit over an hour now. So my voice is a little bit tired. I'm not used to talking so much. I have to drink my coffee because, oh my goodness, I'm gonna be alive for quite some time. Longer than I ever have before. So I'm literally just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna turn up these opacity levels here. There we go. That's a lot better. A little bit more bold, if you know what I mean. I'm gonna. Okay. There we go. That's better.
Sparkle Terra Square. More choices, more value. Hey y'all, it's Moneylong here, and I'm gonna spell my songwriting secrets in 60 seconds of this.
The storm that's coming up slowly upon the south side of Fort Worth, slowly but surely. Oh, that storm could easily turn tornado.
When do you like to record? I like to record.
It could. I'm not saying it will, but I'm just saying be weather aware, basically, to sum the whole thing up. Okay, so they just extended the flash flood warnings for the Denton, Corinth, Little Elm, and Flower Mound in Ray Roberts Lake area. Anyone in that area is now under a flash flood warning. And then, excuse me, like, over time, the storm that's going to be passing on the the eastern sides of Stephenville, is going to be tracking in the direct path of Edgecliff Village and Benbrook areas. So anyone in Edgecliff Village, Benbrook, Crowley needs to be very weather aware, and possibly have their tornado shelters prepared. In other words, have a tornado shelter plan in place just in case. Oh, it looks like they had just issued a couple of tornado warnings. Let me see here. It's for the areas of, it looks like, if I'm reading it right, it's right on the Oklahoma-Texas border. I think that says Port Mace. Yeah, Port Mace Lake area needs to be in their tornado shelters. Honestly, I don't real. It wouldn't surprise me if they reissue another tornado warning in Hugo, Oklahoma-Texas border right here will be added to it. I'm strictly Texas coverage. So holy crap, it just got black outside. Like, we're talking dark outside. Very dark outside. Like, it literally just turned dark outside. Hold on. Y'all can't really tell because of the glare, but it is dark outside. Like, really, really, really dark outside. Okay, back focused. Okay. But yes, I'm strictly weather watcher for Texas. Slash storm chaser for Texas. But today specifically I'm weather watching. Excuse me. I am, however, a little concerned on this storm, as there are two different tornado warnings. Tornado warnings for Port Mace Lake in Oklahoma here. South Oklahoma. Holy crap. It literally just got even darker outside. Like, it is technically black outside right now. It makes me kind of want to go out front or to the backyard and see what kind of development is happening. But I don't want to go out there because I'm in my shorts and short sleeve shirt and I know it's cold outside. So, or chill, maybe not cold, but it's chilly. It does, hold on. It does look like some hook echoes are trying to form on this storm. I don't know if they will or not, but they're trying to. Same with this storm right here. I think my son is waking up, so I may have to put the phone down temporarily. Hold on, let me tend my son right quick. I'm still on live, but I do have to put the phone down temporarily so that I can feed my son right quick. Hey, it's okay. Hey, come here. Hello, it's okay. I'm here. I know, it's dark outside. It be dark outside, I know. It's scary. Yeah, my son kind of had a little bit of a meltdown a little bit there. I'm still live, so don't worry. I'll be live for quite some time, in fact. Actually, you know what I'm gonna probably do is I'll bring my son up to the front of my bed where I'm currently at, so that way I can still like feed him and he can chill out and just watch things with us. So that way he's not at the very back of my bed. But as of now, things are not looking so good outside right now. They just now issued a severe thunderstorm. Hold on, let me get my son up here where I can show you guys the radar. So they just now issued the severe thunderstorm warning for the areas of Granbury, Texas. So Granbury is in this storm, and currently Edgecliff Village will soon be in it if it continues to intensify. So Edgecliff Village, make sure y'all guys have your safe place in plan, especially Benbrook. This is very concerning. So I'm just making sure y'all guys are well aware of that. Sorry, I'm holding my son and trying to show the radar at the same time, but this is very concerning. I knew that was going to happen. I literally knew that they were going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning out of that storm that's just to the east of Stephenville, going up toward Granbury, Benbrook, and Edgecliff. I knew they were going to issue that. And it is, I am not kidding with y'all guys. It is black outside. Like, it looks like it could spawn a tornado type black. It's a whole new level of darkness outside for it being daytime. So definitely something to keep a very close eye on there, because this storm is it's extremely strong, and it wouldn't surprise me if it might turn tornadic even as it pushes closer to Benbrook, Crowley, and Edgecliff areas as it pushes closer to it. So make sure y'all guys are weather aware. That's pretty much all I can say, is just be very weather aware. I kind of want to see if they have any sort of special weather statement clipped onto this storm. But in order to do that, let me put my phone down temporarily. Okay. Ouch! My son has really sharp toenails and he just scratched the crap out of me, which is okay. Okay, so it doesn't really say much. It just says, hold on. Okay, affected area is Somervell County in north central Texas, southeastern Arath County in north central Texas, Hood County in north central Texas. What at 11:03 a.m. a severe thunderstorm warning was located 10 miles north of Hico, or 10 miles southeast of Stephenville, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. Oh crap, it should be technically on our doorstep right now, y'all. Should be anyways. And as y'all guys can see, the wind is really starting to pick up out here right now. So that's not looking too good. And it is black outside. You can't really tell it because of the glare. But it is very black outside right now. So let me get the message off here. It specifically says for your protection to stay inside a steady structure and stay away from windows. That means the wind is very strong and hail likely in this storm. So y'all guys stay very weather aware for me, please. But yeah, this storm that's heading straight toward Benbrook, Crowley, and Edgecliff Village is going pretty quick. But as of now, it does appear that Edgecliff Village is in the direct path of this severe warned storm. And it honestly wouldn't surprise me if the sirens even sound. Possible sirens sound. I don't know if it'll happen, but it could. the radar should be updating pretty quickly. Hold on, little guy. I'm gonna bring his pillow, little hut. I call it his hut, over here where he can kind of keep watch of the weather too with us. There we go. Maybe he won't throw a hissy fit now. Maybe not. I don't know. Hello, buddy. Hello. You're gonna be weather watching with us today. You are. You're gonna be weather watching with us. You are. Oh my goodness. I have my little baby boy over here doing weather watching with me. As of now, they still have not updated the radar, which I'm like currently wondering why they haven't. They should be just about ready to update it though, because it's 11:13 and the radar is at 11:04, so it's a little bit like behind, but still stay weather aware. Okay, so they just updated it. As of now, the severe weather warning has not included anything else. But it would not surprise me as it moves closer to Granbury that the severe thunderstorm warning will be added to Edgecliff Village, Benbrook, and all those areas. My son's over here doing weird things if you're wondering why I'm laughing so much. And I'm not gonna lie, it is black outside. Like, it looks like it could spawn a tornado. It looks like it can. And honestly, the storm that's coming up from the... Oh, okay, so they just deleted the severe thunderstorm warning. But that does not mean, as it moves closer to us, that it will not be reissued. Something we just gotta keep a really close eye on. Hello. And as for the tornado warnings, let's see if those are still in effect. Yes, they are. It looks like it's just narrowed down to one tornado warning at this time. For Port Mays Lake. It would not surprise me if they reissue a severe thunderstorm warning for the Granbury area. Granbury, and even going into like Benbrook and Edgecliff Village, Crowley, Texas. It would not surprise me. Okay, so Alvarado, you do have some storm initiation going on. So at this time, I would like y'all guys to get y'all storm shelters prepared. In other words, have a storm shelter plan in place. They just now issued a flash flood warning for North Fort Worth and North Arlington, Irving, Grapevine, and Carrollton areas. Anyone in those areas need to stay away from floodwaters if driving. And again, like I said, it would not surprise me if they reissue this severe thunderstorm warning down here by Granbury. It would not surprise me. And the wind is really starting to pick up outside, right? Wind is really starting to pick up here in Edgecliff Village. So anyone in Edgecliff Village, please stay weather aware. And I'm going to say that throughout this video, throughout this live stream. Because as a storm chaser / storm watcher, I sure can. Okay, so they still have not reissued the severe thunderstorm warning, but personally, I still think they will wind up reissuing it. I really do. There's just no way out of it, because that looks pretty daggone intense to not have a severe thunderstorm label on it. I'm having to drink coffee to stay awake. Oh, man.
Chapter 7. Never give up. Flying is new.
Excuse me. This is really starting to look concerning to me. Specifically me. See this little echo right here? That's a hook. Right where my mouse is. That is a hook echo. In going up toward Crescent. Crescent, Benbrook, Edgecliff, Crowley, Burleson. All of y'all guys need to stay weather aware because you guys have a pretty major storm heading in y'all's direction. A lot of my cousins live in the Cleburne, Burleson area, so they really need to really be weather aware. Excuse me. Still wouldn't surprise me if they reissue this severe thunderstorm warning. I'm kind of wondering why they have not yet done so. Because it looks like it looks pretty intense. here in Edgecliff, we're starting to see some what's called outflow wind boundary. Hello, goody woodies. Hello, goody woodies. Hello, cutie. Hello, cutie. Oh. And here's the wind. It is horrible. Oh, wait, that ain't the wind, though. But it blew a bunch of rain onto my window. That wasn't the wind, though. They really need to, let's see, 11:14, and it's 11:23, so they should be just about ready to update rather this radar. They just did. Still no severe thunderstorm warning. Come on, y'all. Reissue that severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, crap. That ain't good. It's merging. Merge. Come on, y'all. Y'all guys need to freaking reissue this severe thunderstorm warning, because I'm looking at the radar right now and it clearly shows that it's severe enough to reissue a severe thunderstorm warning. It is literally, there's literally a hook echo. Oh, crap. Edgecliff Village is right in the freaking direct path of this hook echo. Because this is Edgecliff Village right here. Right where my mouse is Edgecliff. Oh, crap. Come on, y'all. Y'all guys need to pick up y'all's game a little bit. Reissue that severe thunderstorm warning. Y'all guys need to reissue that severe thunderstorm warning. You guys need to reissue that severe thunderstorm warning, because it's literally heading straight in the path of Edgecliff Village. Benbrook and Edgecliff Village. Oh. You guys need to reissue that severe thunderstorm warning.
I should have listened to you all along.
You guys need to reissue that severe thunderstorm warning. I honestly don't even see why y'all guys have not done it yet. I want to turn it to live TV right quick, where I can get also the broadcastings from there too. Oh, excuse me. You guys need to reissue that severe thunderstorm warning. That storm is awfully strong at the moment. To not have reissued that severe thunderstorm warning.
We're pushing 4.5, 5 inches just in the past 3 hours. And that
Texas Emergency Alert System. The National Weather Service in Fort Worth has issued a flash flood warning for northwestern Dallas County and Tarrant County until 2:15 this afternoon. At 11:16 a.m., Doppler radar and automated rain gauges indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 to 2 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of up to 1.5 inches are forecast. Flash flooding is expected. The National
such an unusual, not really unusual, but a different day for severe weather here in North Texas. And the first thing one of the things that we look at is how much storm fuel is available for showers and storms to develop. This is kind of critical. And when you're seeing the darker shades of this is a look at the next 12 hours, kind of passing through Dallas and then moving to the south and east. See how the colors are more muted? In fact, white or even non-existent. This is what our forecast model is suggesting, that the atmosphere gets worked over. And that is why I think, yes, we have storm potential this afternoon. I don't think we see anything this evening. There's just nothing left for the atmosphere to work with. The other thing that we look at is for tornado development, or even strong updrafts that allow for large hail to develop, is what we call shear. And that's a fancy way to describe how does the wind change as you move up into the atmosphere. It changes in two ways: how fast or slow it moves, and its direction. That's what shear is defined as. So in this map here, I have plotted at the little black arrows here. That is the winds at the surface. You know how humid and warm it has been the last several days. Maddie and I talk about the atmosphere priming itself for active weather. That's exactly what we've been doing the past couple of days. On top of that here, in the purple and the pink color, are our winds in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we're talking 4, 5, 6,000 feet above us. Notice their direction, out of the southwest. So we have a change in wind direction and a change in speed. And that is why when you combine both of those factors with the atmosphere and taking all things into consideration, we have favorable conditions for supercell development, especially in northeast Texas. And guess what? That's exactly where that tornado watch is in effect. So for our friends along I-35, let's say you're going down to Waco or even into Austin, things are even worse there. The energy availability is insane. However, what we don't have is that upper level forcing to kind of put a bow on it and make everything work. So that is what we're keeping a close eye on. That is why this forecast is so complicated, because it all really is dependent on how the atmosphere responds each hour. I mean, we're doing it with you right now, watching radar. Let's go back to that, Maddie. So that science lesson for today, but to give you
It was
some
good.
perspective on what we're watching, that is exactly it, among other things as well. Now, remember that also that supercell probability, that parameter that we look at, you may not have tornadoes develop. And I think sometimes we spend a lot of time focusing on that because they're destructive, I get it. But you can have very strong winds that are, that could be somewhat compared to or even equate to the wind impact from a tornado in straight line winds, in downbursts. Everything is on the table. It is we're in the peak of severe weather season in the Southern Plains, so anything goes, as we like to say, and that's exactly what we have going on right now. It's certainly an active radar, but nothing right now has prompted a severe thunderstorm warning. But we're keeping an eye on it as we continue to move through the day. In fact, let's go down to Hood County because. Get a report from one of our one of our HIM operators there, radio operators. We're looking at winds 20 to 30 miles an hour, blowing 2 power transformers
Oh.
on Highway
I
377
figured that.
and Action Highway 4. So there's 377 basically splits from southwest to northeast across Hood County. Clearly, you see the heavy rainfall. There's a lot of lightning here around Granbury. Pecan Plantation, remember that was in our storm track originally. With its arrival, well, even though it's not severe warning, it's still active whether it's arriving. You've got a lot of lightning here down to the down Texas Highway 144. Let's see. Let's put the Halo product on here, Manny. I don't want to change too much. Okay, so from Toller to Granbury. Maybe a little bit of hail here. This is that darker shade of purple, so we're talking about probably 0.2 of an inch in diameter. I'm certainly not, the radar at least is not indicating quarter size hail. You would start to see the shades of turquoise or this lighter blue, which would indicate that we have some hail core here. There's one here because of how strong the updraft is. Otherwise, we wouldn't see this, but the hail right here, probably more, if anything, pea-sized hail, maybe at most pocket change, so dimes, nickels, certainly not quarters because we don't have a warning on it, but certainly some small hail here, probably pea-size to dime size, just in the south and west. Another one over here, just getting across Hood County and into Johnson County. So there's Godley, there's Cleburne, there's 174 up to Joshua. Maybe a little hail core here, trying to develop as we head into the afternoon. These are going to be trends and themes that we're going to keep an eye on because we're going to get into the afternoon when the atmosphere is typically at its most unstable part of the day. And so what happens then is that any storms that develop can really tap into whatever energy is out there to produce, again, all the severe weather impacts that we're expecting today. Again, we're looking at winds 60 miles an hour or greater, probably in the order of 60 to 70 miles an hour. There's a potential for an isolated tornado or two. Some of those could be, at least one or two of them could be on the stronger side, probably between EF2 strength, as well as the threat for heavy rainfall, hail. It's all on the table right now. This is that same area that we're looking at the wind potential. Now, let's put a pause on this, and let's just do a cue here, a query look from right on the county line, and see if we can't look at some of the velocity data here. So, I mean,
Sometimes these underdo it.
yeah, no, it's not perfect.
There you go.
There you go.
That's what they're recording too,
Yeah.
20 to 30.
20 to 30 mile per hour winds. That's exactly what we're seeing here on radar right now. So again, between 377, I'd say between Granbury and Godley right now, we're dealing with 25 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts. Again, that is not severe weather criteria. I talked about the wind potential as well as the hail and the tornadoes, which right now, fortunately, we're not seeing as the system continues to push to the south and east at a very slow, almost a glacial pace. And that is likely going to continue as we head through the rest of the afternoon. I will tell you, we are getting quite a bit of reports. I mean, the one thing that we know for sure, Maddie, and I think you saw this morning, has been the rain. I mean, there is just a lot of water here, and a lot of folks are sharing. Right now, up in Fannin County, we're getting a report from emergency management personnel of multiple reports of people hydroplaning. This would be on Highway 82, as well as 1,000+ power outages right now. Again, just because we don't have, tornadoes tearing through North Texas doesn't mean that we're not dealing with severe weather impacts. And that's what we do here. We talk about the impacts of the weather, and that's certainly what we're looking at right now is the wind, the rain, and the hail threat. With a few times where we had at least one tornado warning up in Lamar County. That was able to expire just about 10-15 minutes ago. But still a lot of rain and still a lot of lightning as it continues to pass to the south and the south and east. So Collin County, you're getting in all the action right now. Rain is lightening up a little bit here. Northwestern portions of Denton County, maybe even a complete break in the rain. Northeastern Wise County, more showers and storms back here in Young, Jack, Archer County. Lightning there towards Graham, Throckmorton as you get out towards Big Country. This is kind of the next wave of some pretty robust storms to the south of Fort Worth in the metro. A lot of lightning here. This was that storm that did prompt at one point a severe thunderstorm warning. A lot of lightning with it. When I see the lightning icons on here, what that typically means is that we have a bit of an updraft. And why I say that is because that lightning is being created by hailstones or ice that's kind of rubbing together. It's one way to do it, and that's a good indication that we've had some hail down here, which is exactly what prompted a severe thunderstorm warning earlier, which was allowed to expire. So right now, if you're just now joining us as we approach 11:40 Central Daylight Time, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings issued for any of the metro. None. Maddie, let's go back to the watches that are in play though. Remember, a watch means conditions are favorable for severe weather to develop. First and foremost, we do have a tornado watch in effect until 5 o'clock tonight. It does not include Dallas or Terry counties. I don't expect northwestern parts of North Texas to be included. If anything, we may see this extend to the south, maybe Ellis County, Navarro County, down to like Waco, Limestone County, into parts of the Rio Grande Plains, but I don't see this extending to the north and west. I told you why earlier. The atmosphere has kind of turned itself over as the rain is pushing to the south and east. On top of that, we also have a flash flood watch. This is in effect until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. The reason for it, we've already seen a lot of rain, and there is still more rain falling at this point, and we expect that to continue as we head through the rest of this afternoon. The timetable right here for impacts in North Texas really is now through 7, maybe even 8 o'clock tonight. After that, that is when we'll start to see a little bit of clearing. And tomorrow looks to be like a quieter weather day before, you guessed it, we wash, rinse, and repeat the potential for some severe weather heading into Friday as well. But we'll get to that and cross that bridge when we get there. Just know, if you're going to be out and about through tomorrow morning, we do have that concern for flooding. The roads that you drive every day, that even when it rains just a little bit, can flood. They likely either are or they could throughout the rest of today. If you see low water crossing signs that have been posted either by emergency management personnel, first responders, do not drive through it. Find an alternate route. As you're getting off work, maybe picking the kiddos up from school, if that's what you're doing this afternoon, then just be mindful of doing that, and also making sure that you're staying weather aware with the impacts of flooding and the ongoing issues that are out there right now. So that is where we are. Like I said, the good news is we don't have any ongoing warnings. There's just none right now. We are getting an update actually from the National Weather Service. They work closely, as you might imagine, with the Storm Prediction Center, which is based in Norman, Oklahoma, to kind of the watchdog, if you will, how conditions are kind of developing throughout the afternoon. They met not too long ago, and we're getting their assessment now. Meteorologist Maddie Kirker is here. She's been with you all morning long. She's taking a much needed break. Maddie, you're seeing kind of an update from our partners at the Weather Service. What are you seeing? What's standing out to you?
Yeah, so the greatest information we're getting this morning is that, taking a break, looking at the weather models, seeing how the atmosphere is now compared to what we were expecting. It looks like areas roughly from Comanche to Dallas to Lamar, approximately where that boundary is right now on the screen. That's actually where we're kind of in the clear for severe threat for the afternoon hours. However, if you live, say, south of the area mentioned, again, that's from Comanche, Dallas to Lamar, and there is still going to be the threat of severe and tornadic storms through this afternoon between 12 and 1. That's where we're anticipating more discrete storms to develop, especially across central Texas. You nailed it, Ricky. You talked about that. Looking outside central Texas, they're seeing sunshine right now. So it's almost like these storms are actually going to be moving mostly south to north or south to northeast. So kind of watching that boundary. So basically, Dallas and just like you said, Waxahachie is a good place to watch out for the potential for stronger storms to continue to be an issue. And so areas to the south of that. So like you said earlier, a lot of the energy that we had earlier this morning was robbed by the storms we've been tracking. Not necessarily the best news for North Texas. I mean, we're dealing with flash flooding right now. Certainly don't want to be on the roadways right now. Wise County, Denton County, Collin County, Parker County. We're seeing some of that flooding going on. But the good news is all that rain that has fallen is kind of calming the atmosphere a little bit. It's almost like putting a I don't know. I'm trying to think of an analogy, but it makes sense in my mind. Just cools things down a little bit.
Yeah, tempers the flames a bit. So
Yes.
severe weather threat, if you're gathering what she's putting down, is now mainly shifting to the south and east as we head into the afternoon. And part of that is exactly what I showed you earlier, where all of the available energy is. You've not been staring at a blank screen. That is actually the skyline of downtown Dallas, courtesy of EarthCam. I show this to you because we have now a new additional flash flood warning, and it should be populated here in just a minute. You can see it here. This is the polygon. Man, if you can make a takeoff radar.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give folks an idea of what I'm talking about. So we have a flash flood watch, right? That's in effect until tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. We had it in this red polygon here, or Holly used to make fun of me for calling it that, but this square is where we have heavy rainfall that has not already fallen, but it continues to rain right now. And that red polygon or square is where we have the flash flood warning in effect until 2:15 this afternoon. You'll notice, Maddie, let's move west because all of Parker County is still under a flash flood warning. Let's move north. This is where it's been raining the most because obviously directionally this is where the storms have their first impact. This includes Denton, Wise County, Montague County, as well as parts of Cook County and even Clay County. So that's where all the heaviest rain has been. Up here towards Sherman, we've had some of that heavy rain, but what we've got now is the new flash flood warning that has been issued, which will include the rest of Dallas and Tarrant County. So it's not safe to be outside and driving. And let's go to this new Dallas County. Let's go to the Mesquite area with radar because we're getting now reports of some winds that are right there on the cusp of quantifying as a severe warm storm. And that would be for winds at or exceeding 58 miles an hour. So let's head to Dallas, and there's Mesquite. Talking more about street flooding. We're getting updates, storm reports in real time. We're trying to share them with you. So this is the area here, the Mesquite area, where we're getting reports of about 50 to 55 mile an hour winds. I'm not sure if I'm seeing that, Maddie. I don't. It may have been right here, moving away, heading into Heath
If
in
I'm back-
Rockwall County. That might be the area.
That's if you back it up just a little bit,
Yeah,
you can see
So
what they were talking
right
about.
there.
Yeah.
So just some south of 30, just to the looks more just to the north of Mesquite.
Yeah.
again, the color difference here is just directional, where in relation the wind is moving relative to the radar. And this is our Dallas Fort Worth radar. So you can see the, now you put a pause on there, you can see the scanning our atmosphere. So that's what's moving away out of the storm. But a lot of decent reflectivity here, regardless. Very, very heavy rainfall. Along Texas Highway 66. Rockwall County right now, things are quiet for you. Rockwall proper, not so much, because you've got the storm now approaching from the northwest. But I mean, this is all going to fill in. We're seeing it all through Dallas. I'm paying close attention, Maddie. You know what's interesting here?
Got a hill core moving right up toward Edgecliff Village.
Which is an indication of potentially maybe what we call like an inflow notch, where the storm itself is kind of ingesting the air in front of it, and that's what you need to kind of keep this thing running. So we'll keep an eye on that. Nothing of concern right now. I just guarantee you that very, very gusty winds right now with this storm as it continues to move and running right into Interstate 30. And of course the rain and the lightning threat as well. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, it'll be that area. These kind of like chips, if you will, in the overall movement of the storm. So again, we're sharing this with you because we're analyzing it in radar in real time. But there is no concern as of right now. Again, the severe weather threat really is shifting and will continue through the rest of this afternoon to the south and east. Meaning that if you're watching just outside of DFW proper, like down towards Ellis County, maybe.
We're aware of that. Wait, where's my remote? It's like so dark in here I can't see where the freaking remote is. That's funny. Okay, where's the remote? I kinda need it. Oh my goodness. I have no. Wait. Oh, there it is. I'm like. I was sitting on it. That was kind of funny. I know it's dark in here.
On the county line.
Sorry about that.
Especially as this continues to move into an area that is favorable. All the elements are there for shower and thunderstorm development. And by what I mean by that, clearly you can see the radar that showers and thunderstorms are already developed, but they're just not severe. They're just not there yet. But they're moving into an environment that we know is what we consider conditionally unstable, meaning if these storms roll in at the right time, with the right elements in play, then they could become severe with the threat of large hail, damaging winds, and an isolated tornado, which will be possible. That is where this entire area has that level 3. So on a scale of 1 to 5, we're right there smack dab in the middle, level 3 for enhanced risk of numerous showers and storms that could produce the hail wind threat as well as the tornado threat as well. I don't want to discredit that there is a flood threat here as well, but when I told you about the criteria that we look at that determines whether or not a storm is severe, flooding is not one of those factors. It by itself is, which is why we have that new flash flood warning that now includes all of Dallas and Tarrant County. But when we look at the actual data, when we look at the wind, we look at the hail and the tornado threat, that is what determines whether or not a storm is severe. But there is no doubt at all that we've got the heavy rainfall here across DFW. In fact, now you can see that red warning now includes all of the county. And I believe that, Maddie, is that still in effect until 2:15?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's for everybody.
They've extended it.
So all of the Metroplex currently under a flash warning, and then again that flash flood watch in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow. But here's the deal. That is the only element that we have that we're dealing with right now. For those full transparency, this is a full moving operation. Maddie, let's get with our master control operator. We'll finish our weather on the ones here. We'll go back into weather aware beginning at 12:01. And we'll continue with that because there is nothing severe right now. I want you to be extra cautious if you're going to be out driving. because there have been reports already of flooding on the roadways. We've got plenty of rain to support that. As you can see here on radar, decent reflectivity rolling right through the heart of Dallas. I showed you the Earth cam just a few moments ago. You couldn't even see the skyline. It was just a great image. But certainly significantly heavy rainfall continues across the FW, and the lightning threat is there as well. But again, no tornado warnings, no severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued or are currently in place for any of North Texas right now. There is the ongoing tornado watch east of Dallas. That's in effect until 5 o'clock tonight. Maddie's pulling that up for us now. You can see that that will be an area that we'll watch very closely for the remainder of the afternoon, and points to the south where that could be the impact as well. On top of that, we also have a flash flood watch. That flash flood watch is in effect until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Remember, that means not only has it rained a lot, but it continues to rain right now. And as a result, we've got the flooding concern. We're getting many reports, especially in where the first flash flood warnings have been issued. So basically, here, points north and west, where there have been significant flooding. We've had reports of hydroplaning. We've had reports of roads that have been impassable. So remember that mantra we say, turn around, don't drown. If you are right now at work, you're watching, you're listening, you have the app, find an alternative way to get where you need to go, because the warning is in effect until 2:15 this afternoon. So never, ever, ever drive through flooded roadways or through those barricades. Don't even attempt to cross where you have streams and creeks that are being overran over their banks. Stay out of areas that are prone to flooding. I say this to you all the time. You know them best. You travel these roads every day. You know the ones that make you upset. I'd stay away from those. And then also be cautious at night, as it's hard to see. Most of the rain that continues to fall is happening here during the daytime. And then, of course, we'll continue to watch that threat as we head through the rest of tonight. So we are continuing to track things here across Dallas-Fort Worth. We will have another update with your weather on the ones coming up at 12 o'clock. In the meantime, we'll send you back to your morning on Spectrum News 1, which is already in progress.
That laugh.
You already got one.
It's the sound of Logan hooking a fish on his first try.
What's that fish's name?
Logan.
Logan? Logan the fish? Reel, turn the handle for me. Turn the handle.
With no time to waste, he's spending the afternoon on Lake Waco with his friend Jimmy Bennett.
It doesn't get any better than this.
We do have a massive hail core over Benbrook Lake in Benbrook, Texas. It's going to the northeast. Edgecliff Village, it looks like at this time, you might just get like the southern half of this hail core. Ooh, it's good. Whoa! Definitely cloud ground lightning. I can say that much. I've been on a live stream for a little bit over 2 hours. Oh, wow. It would not surprise me if this storm right here becomes severe weather warned. It would not surprise me at all at this time. This storm right here. So cute little guy. Okay, so the hill core. Whoa! Okay. Oh my god. Oh. Scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. It looks like the hill core though, kind of shrunk a little bit. But it's still there. It is still there. Oh my god, it scared the crap out of me. I was not anticipating that. Ugh. I hate that. I'm likely gonna be live for at least probably about another hour and a half or so. Might go back live depending. Hmm. Hello. Hello. Who's my cutie now? No, not me. You. He always says I'm the cutie, but I guess I might be, but I don't know. I don't know. I think he always thinks his mommy's cute. Do you think your mommy's cute? Yeah, yeah. Mm. Bryson. Silly, silly, silly. Silly. Okay, Mr. Drooly.
Ongoing showers and storms continue for the rest of the afternoon. We'll be back with the rest of your forecast with your next look at your weather on the lines. That's in about 10 minutes.
Ooh, yeah. I may not be able to go live that long. Damn.
you for joining us here on Spectrum News 1. I'm Lisette. Now
Hold up.
this, getting straight to a story we have continued to follow, the Texas Lottery Commission making a groundbreaking
I'm
decision
boring.
as the state
Ah.
to ban carrier companies from selling lottery tickets online.
Hello. Hello. Uh-oh. Hey. I'm gonna kick mommy in the leg. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, silly Bryson. Hello. Who's that cutie? Who's that cutie? Who's that cutie? Who's that cutie? Oh, yeah. Okay, so no hill core for us. It looks like the hill core kind of dissipated a little bit. Well, anyways, guess I can stop this one. I might go live again. It just depends on the scenario. But anyways, till next time, have a blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.